Title: The Son She Never Gave Up On. In a small, forgotten village lived a widow named Mama Grace and her only son, Daniel. Life had shown them no mercy. Their roof leaked when it rained, and sometimes they went to bed with nothing but prayers in their stomachs. But Mama Grace never complained. Her faith was her wealth, and her son was her treasure. Daniel was a dreamer. He wanted to be an engineer, to build things that would make life easier for others. But when he told the villagers, they laughed. "Engineer? You can't even afford school slippers," they mocked. Still, every night, Mama Grace would kneel by Daniel's bed, whispering, open quote, "My son, they may laugh now, but one day God will use your hands to build what they'll stand in awe of." Close quote. Years passed. Daniel worked odd jobs, carrying blocks, selling firewood, studying under dim streetlights when everyone else was asleep. His mother's faith became his fuel. Every time he wanted to give up, he'd remember her worn-out hands on his face, saying, "You are destined for greatness." One day, a local construction company held a community challenge to design a new bridge. Daniel, with nothing but a borrowed pen and torn papers, sketched his idea. When he submitted it, people laughed again. But a few weeks later, the company called him. His design was chosen, not just for its brilliance, but for its heart. That single chance opened doors to scholarships, partnerships, and international recognition. Years later, Daniel returned to the same village, this time in a car he built himself, greeted by the same people who once doubted him. As he stood before their new school, the one he built and named Grace Foundation Academy, his mother's frail hands trembled with tears. He whispered, voice breaking, open quote, "Mama, you said God would use my hands, and he did," close quote. She smiled through her tears and said softly, open quote, "I never doubted you, my son. I only waited for God's time," close quote. And as the sun set behind them, it wasn't just a new building that stood tall. It was a testimony of faith, love, and a mother's unshakable belief.